Why do I always forget to unmute myself? Why do I always forget to do that? I'm a bad scuff streamer. I'm bad, I'm bad, I'm bad, bad. I'm a bad scuff streamer today. Can't stream properly, I don't know what to say. Oh, I'm a bad streamer. Bad streamer, oh yeah. I'm gonna play Danganronpa. Gonna find who all the killers are. I'm gonna murder everyone if I have the chance to do that. But I don't think that I can kill anyone in this game. I know I'm not gonna be able to, but maybe I'll get the choice to at some point. But I ate a lot of rice before coming on the stream. I learned how to use a rice cooker, and I'm only 28. I didn't know how to use a rice cooker 'cause I'm stupid and no one taught me. And I could have Googled it, but I didn't Google it. So I never knew how to use it. And now I know how to use it. Now I need sauces for my rice. I need some stuff. Yeah. Alright, that's enough saying. Oh. Okay, so I think I fixed my overlay issues. Centering the sub thing and the new webling thing. And here on game capture, I put a little follow goal. Just put a little follow goal. I'm like, I want to try to get that many followers per stream. That's what I want to do. I want to try to get 3 followers a day. If I can do that, then yeah, that's my goal. That's my big goal right now. 3 followers a day. Bah. I know it looked like I was talking, but I was literally just scratching my nose, and the program was like, they're definitely opening their mouth right now. One sec. I have a headache. Give me a sec. Ba 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 da 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 da. Ba 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 da 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 da. My memory's bad. I am so mad. I wish I could do a backflip, but I can't. So I should learn. I should learn how to do a backflip. I should learn how to do a front flip. I should learn how to do every kind of flip. Flip, flip, flippity flop. Flip, flip, flippity flop. I'm gonna learn how to flip. I watched a streamer do a flip. Actually, I didn't see her do a flip. I heard that she could do flips. And I'm like, that's crazy. I want to get a 3D model at some point. I'm like, I should We could do parkour. I should go crazy. Yeah, crazy bean. Do, 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 do. I just poured water on a book by mistake. I'm smart. I'm smart. I'm smart. Well, actually, I'm just lazy. I could have not did that, but I'm cool. I stink and I smell. Wish that I could just burn in hell. 'Cause I'm stupid. I'm a loser. I'm a loser. I'm a loser. I'm a loser. I'm a big fat loser. Yeah. That's my song. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Opening up the video game. Ba-ba-da. I gotta turn down the volume of the game, 'cause the game's music is loud. I have smoked some weed today, just now. Oh. It helps me read better, and we're about to be in an investigation thingy. Big investigation time. It's Chihiro To Zero. I don't know why I called the stream that. Hero to Chihiro. That's okay. Now I gotta do the thing. I gotta switch to game capture. Game. Double click. Capture specific window. Trigger. Havoc. Trigger Babak. Video game. Whoop. I should make myself smaller in the VTube studio. Whew. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so my personal audio is way too loud. Turn that down. Okay, here we go. It's finally here. Performing for you. If you know the words, join in 2DK. Oh, hello everybody. So is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here.
Huh?
And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? He's a crucial part of this class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. Not my poor Toko. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you drag a girl around. Terrible! You're terrible! Jeez. Oh, so now that everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator. Let's get to the show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro! Chihiro Fujisaki! You're so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murder's one of us. I'm pretty sure it's Byakuya with Celeste and Toko as accomplices. Bah. I can't wait to move my room into the other room because yeah, sunlight. I hate the sun. Can't stand the sun. Someone's standing right here. I want to talk to the guy I least suspect. Well, actually, the person I least suspect is Sakura. You ready? You doing this?
Well then.
I will uncover the villain who performed such heinous acts on a weaker individual. I don't know why the killer did what they did, but
Count on it.
I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro?
Shall we go?
Shall we begin? What do you think, Hifumi?
How very sad.
Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe.
Oh my god, Hifumi.
Hey, come on.
Fucking Toko, man. It's got her so worked up. Yeah. Wanna say that again? There is something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Yeah, you and Byakuya are trying to pin it on Toko. I know it. I guess I wasn't much help in this one. I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. I mean, I think Byakuya's the killer, but then also, there's so much just, I don't know. There's Celeste doing the torture, and Byakuya doing the actual murder. And then Toko being like the ghostwriter, write over those files about the killer. What was his name? I don't know, he writes Bloodlust, but then there was like info in there that didn't line up.
It's true.
Yes. Gave a small nod in reply before I looked at my truth bullets. Because I wanted to look at Genocide Jack's case file. Suspected Genocide Jack victims include Ken Harada. Okay, they were killed in the same way and mounted to a nearby wall. The word bloodlust was found at the scene of each crime, written in blood. Profiling indicates the killer is likely a student suffering from split personality. Yeah, that last part, profiling indicates that the killer is likely a student suffering from split personality. That's the part that I think is bull crap. That's what I think is not correct here. What was Zoe's account? Chihiro seemed to have some, yeah, we already know Chihiro's a guy. Because they were murdered in the guy's locker room. Hi! You're just in time! You're just in time. Oh, are you an hour ahead of me? It's 6:15 where I am.
You're good, you're good, that's good. I'm pretty sure that's just literally Chihiro probably peed themselves or something. Or wait, no, wait, I remember this. This was nothing. This is literally a coffee stain because the rugs were switched places. Yeah. I really actually don't know why they would switch the posters. Oh wait, I know why. Because the blood got splattered on the girls' poster in the boys' locker room. So they switched them to make the crime scene look like it happened in the females' room. So the hero's e-handbook was not found on her corpse. It's apparently gone missing. Hero's body's been suspended, her hands been bound with not some kind of rope. It was an extension cord. Disappearing stain, library desk lamp, Celeste's account. On the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems that it was stuffed some blue exercise clothes in a duffel bag. Presumably she was on her way to exercise, but the clothes were not found at the crime scene. Celeste had not told anyone other than Makoto about this. For reasons, because she's lying to me. That's why she only told me. And it happened right before nighttime, which I believe is true. Because then Celeste could inform Byakuya about where they were going, and then Byakuya could kill Chihiro, and then Celeste could go hang them up and torture them and make it all look like it was some kind of what was I just saying? I can't remember. Tried in German. Why German? On Kuma file, she was killed at like 2:30, 2 o'clock. So 4 hours. This crime took place about 4 hours after Chihiro went to the locker room. Killed with a blunt object. Chihiro had told anyone willing to listen that she wanted to get stronger. I'm assuming that inferiority complex about being weak. Card reader. Unlock a room, you need a swipe read handbook with card reader, you need male students for the boys' room and a female students for the girls. Not possible for 2 people to enter at the same time. Additionally, lending someone your handbook is a violation of school regulations. So, yeah, we're on the second trial. I'm just going through the info here. There's 3 handbooks that are not in use. One is broken at the moment, but there's a weakness in it that could cause it to become broken. Because it's broken, it would make me think that someone didn't use Leon's handbook. E-handbook to get into the boys' room, but the problem with that is that Monokuma did say that there's a flaw in the notebook, that you can break it somehow. The computer was missing, so honestly, I mean, even like maybe even Chihiro could have hacked it. I don't know. Usually lending someone your handbook is violation of school regulations, but lending doesn't matter if the person's dead. Yeah, these are the handbooks. Each student is, yeah, we know, we just explained that. Broken handbook, yes. Had been broken, which is apparently a rare occurrence. Juko and Sayaka's handbooks both seem to still work, so it is assumed that the broken handbooks is Leon's. However, Monokuma claims it's very unlikely that Leon's handbook would have been broken. But it is broken, so... And we looked at, okay. I think we're ready. Gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. I couldn't stop speculating. Man, it feels like there's so much less of us in this elevator with only 2 people gone. Because, I mean... Oh wait, Junko and Sayaka didn't get on this elevator, did they? I guess only one person's gone. Leon. It just doesn't... It feels like there's so less people. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally came to a sudden stop. Also, another piece of information is the killer writes the message bloodlust in their own blood. But I'm not sure who would have done that. I mean, Celeste. I'm like, Byaku's the murderer, Celeste is the accomplice, Toko is a forgery. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very
Good, good. You're raring to go. I gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
well.
Okay then. Let's get this show on the road.
Grills,
Everyone,
grills,
please find your
grills.
assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. Deadly judgment, a deadly deception, deadly betrayal, deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, deadly class trial. Yeah, let's save. We already looked through the handbook. We did get one new skill. Vocabulary. Increase bullet capacity effective during the bullet time battle. A deadly everything. Even breathing's deadly. Oh, you can only get 15 of these? Oh, okay. That means I need... Get all 15, you need to hang out with them in the correct order. Or at least... Yeah, the first night. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. All rise!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then
Who
only
done
they
it?
will receive
Who
punishment.
done
But
it? It wasn't
if you
me.
pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Yay!
Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make clear that that was used to deliver the fatal blow. I said that instead of what because the dumbbell, but I mean, I'm not sure that the dumbbell was the murder weapon, because, I mean, unless Bianca's really
Chihiro's
strong or
fatal
Celestia,
injury.
I mean, Celeste,
It appears it was a head wound.
yes,
According to
it
the
was.
Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
You're so stupid.
No, that's wrong.
I hate him.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Well, if Kyoko agrees, then I am with her.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Oh, there's no room for doubt.
You looked at her head wound?
That's so creepy.
I mean, it's either we gotta investigate, guys. Like, it's either we figure things out or we all just die. Like, what do you want?
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Bianca, I know it's you.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is...
You're trying to pin it on Toko. It's not Toko. Toko doesn't like blood.
the fiendish serial killer,
Oh my
Genocide
God.
Jack.
Bianca is a bitch. Genocide Jack, that doesn't tell us anything, Bianca. Being a serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Brahiaya Sasagami. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. What? Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer. What the heck? Which you could use to shoot down the white noise? However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Yep. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. What? In which case you forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Was that a difficulty setting, fourth wall break? What? Genocide Jack case file. Let's find what's wrong with it.
Culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Why?
a Genocide Jack
What makes
either.
it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
Wow, you're very helpful. I think Bianca showed me in the archive. One look at it, and anyone would be convinced. It shows that this is the work of Genocide Jack.
The culprit
Right.
is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it.
I don't
Case
think it's
closed,
that.
as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
No, that's wrong.
There is proof, but I think the proof is falsified.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking
Yeah, you
around
found
the
the
archive in
file.
the library.
No, you did not find the file. Bianca gave you the file. You're being tricked, Makoto.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Exactly.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every
And that
murder.
everyone's pinned to a wall with scissors.
Oh, that's right.
And all the victims, from what I've seen, were male.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Yeah, you want me to... Goddamn, Bianca, you're so stupid. I hate you. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case the world at large doesn't know about, if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. No, it's the, how the victim was positioned, I guess? No, the bloody message. Okay, I don't remember this part. Where the murder took place. No, the murders were taking place out in open places, so that's... Bloody message left behind. That could have been covered up. How the victim was positioned, I don't think that's a really big deal. I'm gonna say the bloody message. Every Genocide Jack case, it seems that a bloody message is always left behind. Talking about bloodlust, right? You know that already. Hurry up and tell them about the other characters.
Shoot!
Ah! I'm just embarrassing myself in front of everyone! Okay, it's the top one then. How the victim was positioned.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
That's another shoot to the collection.
Other than the killer, the only
Bang,
people
bang.
who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
No, they weren't. The real killer uses scissors.
So,
It's not
how
the
did the
same.
culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
I don't think it is.
Way.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Celeste totally was using. She was using one of those. You don't mean it's one of us, do you? To make herself look innocent. Oh my god. Yeah, I knew Byakuya would try to pin this on Toko. No, it's you, Byakuya. It's either you. No wait, no, it could just be you.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
No, it's not.
You lie!
He does.
What? Hey, okay.
And Celeste
Wait,
is just
hold on a
taking a
sec.
gamble here on just they can get away with it.
Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Split personality. Blah, 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 blah.
Another riddle. Man, why's this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? I don't know. I don't know. B S B Z H R S. I lost. Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Uh-oh, we have already come to the end of our debate. Well then, the class trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the... Wait, does it actually reveal it? I don't know if it actually reveals it. That would be really dumb. I can't load. I'm just not gonna look. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Oh wait. Okay. It didn't reveal it. The one with most votes is Makoto. However, Makoto's not the black end. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulate to them. On the other hand, everyone else must be punished.
Is this really the end for all of us?
Yep, I'm sorry. Yeah, give me another freaking shot.
I refuse to give up yet.
I can't do the spelling thing. I'm so bad. It's riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not be Toko. Borderline? Was that the word? B-O... No, because there's H-I. I hate these kinds of games. If you shoot the wrong letters, you're 0, fail the case, focus gauge. Shoot the letters. Some letters more than once to destroy them. I don't know what letter B so God, I'm so bad. It's not S. I know it's not S. T I? Is it not an I? B S. S is right. What? I tried S last time. S O. No. Schizo. Schizophrenic. Where's my O? Give me my O. I did it. I did it.
Now I understand.
That's not even... Why is that? That's not...
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Wow, Makoto, you're so smart.
Huh?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Shut up, Bianca. She was just in shock. She fainted, her behavior changed. I'm just backing up Bianca right now, and I hate it.
I got it!
Makoto's been completely tricked.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Celeste is all like, oh, has her mouth covered like she doesn't know all this. Started dead, buddy. Hey, are you dead? Must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. Girl has a front and a back, a top and an inning, and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers
He was in
completely
shock.
disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep
I don't
other
think she was
people from
talking about
getting in.
herself there. I think she was talking about whoever else was here. The real Genocide Jack.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
No, it's not.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
She believes she's Genocide Jack, but I don't believe it at all. Not one bit.
What?
I think she was convinced by what's his face that she's Genocide Jack. I don't, because she's prone to delusions and she's in love with Byakuya. So you just want you why do you hate Aoi? I don't understand. I really don't get why you hate Aoi.
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
She probably told you that because she probably thought that you would like her, maybe. And now you're probably using that against her. I don't know.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
Yeah, poor Toko.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you
don't
got from
spoil
killing
the
me,
game.
could you?
Assuring me of something, I'm never gonna suspect Hina of killing anyone now.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, The opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. Huge thud echoed across the room. But in the next second... Oh no, it's Genocide Jack!
Well, hello there! Is it me you were
Oh,
hoping
Genocide
to see?
Jill, I guess. Maybe they are Genocide Jill, but I still don't believe that they killed anyone here. They made that promise that they wouldn't kill anyone. That's a big deal to them.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
I still think this is all a delusion of hers.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality! So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
I think I like her even more now. She was already waifu, and now she's like extra waifu.
Intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
I love the voice acting.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
Is her tongue just like that? Does she just have an abnormally long tongue?
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
What does IG mean? I keep seeing people say IG and I don't know like every acronym. I'm sucky. What does IG mean? Tell me please. I guess, oh. Genocide Jack, this is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Ah, she's so cute.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
Maybe Byakuya actually does believe in all this. Maybe he's just been led astray, and the murderer is someone else. Maybe it is just Celeste. But it is all awfully convenient how this is set up for Byakuya.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
Why'd you say I? Don't say anything. Nothing related to the case. Or the future.
A motive?
Yeah, well, pleasure is the motive, right?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would
Hey,
have
Scarlet.
undoubtedly been forever
Welcome,
ruined.
welcome. How was your day?
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
I don't think anyone would have believed if they said that if their card said they were Genocide Jack. I don't think anyone would have believed. I don't think the motive makes
Sorry,
sense.
as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre
That tongue, right? Yeah.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Howie, you're not an investigator. All you did was sit in the cafeteria the whole time. You didn't even bother to investigate. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all this. Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Okay, so it's obviously the second thing he said. I think.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of...
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that...
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Modus operandi matches completely. Yeah, no, it doesn't match because it's knives that are used.
Give it up.
That's the
You
okay.
killed her.
I just wanted to make sure.
Sorry, but I...
You say that, but
perhaps if you had an...
Oh, an alibi.
when you compare the modus operandi... What more proof?
No, I went past it. God dang
Give
it.
it up. You killed her.
Sorry, but I...
You say that, but
Perhaps if you had an...
Oh, an alibi.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it doesn't.
No, that's wrong.
You're big stupid idiot, Biaka.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
An electrical
I
cord
think
was
there's a
used.
slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me
God, I
tell
love
you.
her. Can I marry her?
I murder with passion and conviction.
Yeah, I can see that.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro?
No, that's wrong.
It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
No, that's wrong. Also, Chef Boyardee. Imagine getting served Chef Boyardee at a restaurant. I'd be so mad. That stuff's like garbage tier food.
This is no creation of mine.
Although
Let
it
me
is still a
rephrase that
guilty pleasure
in a
of
way
mine.
that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
The knives. I mean the scissors. The style, the victim's fatal injury.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Scissors that were homemade.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Look at her, she's so cute. I love her.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
It's the same thing.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how the body was suspended. Photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the victims were stabbed through their hands. That's how the body was posed, how the body was suspended. What was used to suspend her.
I got it!
I got it!
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
It's not rope, Makoto. Just say it was electrical cord.
What
Just
is
say
your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what?
Oh my
I
God.
used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
True, true. Serial killers are like that. I would know.
And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
They were all men! I said that!
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They're all men.
Pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Pattern surrounding Genocide Jack victims that Chihiro didn't fit it. Look at the names of every victim, you'll notice is... Yeah, Chihiro's a guy. We figured that it was so long ago. Because Chihiro was a girl!
I got it!
God damn, Makoto is an
Chihiro was a
idiot.
girl?
Like, literally, you can, if you just look at the case file and then, like, and Chihiro being the one that's murdered and everyone claiming it's Genocide Jack that murdered them, Genocide Jack wouldn't have murdered them because they were supposed to be a female. And they only kill men. So...
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
And Harada, 32, Tetsushiro Honda, 17, blah blah blah.
They were all guys?
Yeah.
The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men.
Little men.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
I'm so embarrassed.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man...
30-year-old little man,
kill
yeah.
her?
Being killed by a, like, what, 17-year-old high schooler?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly car!
I love her. I love that she's like, she hates this version of her hates Bianca.
Lowly, curse.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
Exactly.
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Exactly. A big, stupid, heavy dumbbell. That's what I've been saying. Why is Makoto so stupid? Why can't I just be in this world, in this game right now? Actually, I take that back. I don't want to be. I don't want that. But yeah, I can figure this out no problem.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Does she look like she could lift that dumbbell, Hifumi?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class, envy of the entire world scissors!
That you make yourself.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Ba 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 ba. She made her scissors herself.
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you?
If no one believes her at this point, I'm like, guys, how stupid
I
are
have
you?
no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I can't tie knots either. Toko, we were meant to be together. I mean, Jill, I guess.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
There's one person who could have copied Genocide Jack's cases. Oh. Byakuya.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
That's the obvious answer.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Butter. Butter, 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 butter. Melty
Plus,
butter.
You'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Yeah.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Yeah, Miss Accomplice.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it.
Byakuya is a bitch. This is why I hate him. Mad agree right there. Yeah. I think we could all agree. Is there anyone who's played this game that likes Byakuya? Like,
The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
no. You're supposed to hate him.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Only
Looking back
Byakuya
and
seems
thinking
like
about it
Byakuya.
now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
In the locker rooms. We better check the girls first. Suspicious. Yeah, like he led Makoto on this little Easter egg hunt this whole time. Huh? Suspicious? Seems nobody's searched the locker rooms yet. Let's start with the girls' locker room. Yeah, you just have to be there in the right place,
You
right
wanted
time.
to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
on the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byaku's just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. New element has been added to the non-stop debates. Would you like? Yes, I would. I need the tutorials. Truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot at once as the single truth bullet. You shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. You don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets. Might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. New elements every trial? God dang it. When's the best time to flashback? Well, just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun! Okay, so I gotta choose a flashback now, I guess?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
What? During Byaku's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there's some clear contradiction there. Because it doesn't make sense how he could have known before we'd even found out. Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity,
that's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
So of
Yeah,
course
I mean, the victim was Chihiro, so it's that first,
the
first thing. Blah 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 blah.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found
Okay,
the body.
I guess it is the second one.
Shoot!
So, you said Byakuya, but he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity,
that's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro.
The victim was Chihiro. What?
Shoot!
Are those the only two options I have there?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird...
If you're presented with the opportunity,
that's a natural...
The victim was... So of course I would... There was no time...
What's so strange about...
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Okay, I'm confused.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was...
Victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. There's only two things here for me to shoot at.
Check out the girls' locker room.
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
I mean, I've been thinking that, but I mean, I don't know. The only person I think Mondo could lift it, and freaking Sakura, but I mean, someone else would have to lift it because neither of them killed him. So.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room, you absolutely...
I'm so confused. If you chose the wrong statement or truth bullet, you will take damage. Focus gauge, concentration, weak spots. Firing truth bullets, loading truth bullets. Press the left mouse button. Up and down. Quick select. Q. Truth bullet flashback. If you target a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, you can use that weak spot as a temporary truth bullet later in the argument. Okay, so it was a controls issue. God dang it.
That's unnatural. The victim, what so of course I would. There was no time for what's so strange.
You wish you'd taken me with you.
God dang it.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker...
That's
Fumi,
a natural
please shut
reaction
up.
for any guy.
The victim
was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong. I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Exactly. I was thinking that earlier, but it's not like I can say it to these people. Byakuya with anyone? Yeah, why? Just throw Byakuya in the trash.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
Look at Celeste's shock.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Don't push me. You're acting so pompous, like you're not gonna get caught. You're so stupid. You're so dumb. Celeste is just, it looks like she's looking at something really cool on the floor. Like there's a really cool frog on the floor. That's, I don't know. What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like, he doesn't even care. Got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents.
Me when I see Big Spider. Same. I'm like, ooh.
The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Difference between this case and the other side Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya's responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? Make your argument. Library desk lamp. What does the library desk lamp have to do
The
with this?
difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope.
Oh, that's
Was
why
it
the
not?
lamp is relevant.
That's right! It absolutely was!
I messed up.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Yeah, right.
No, that's wrong.
How could you just say,
Actually,
I knew it?
I'm
You
pretty
did it
sure
your whole
you
life."
have seen
Yeah.
it before.
Like, everyone's seen him reading with it. This guy is, like, way too cocky about how intelligent he is. I raised it in my hands and put it in a nearby tree from outside. Yeah! I love bugs. I love bugs. Arachnids.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord,
Cute boogs.
What? An extension cord?
So surprising about that.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time
Is gone.
went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Also, the laptop's missing, but I don't know if that's relevant to this case at all.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Yeah, because you're stupid.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
Yeah, because freaking Toko confessed to you that they're Genocide Jack. Like,
Is that about right?
yeah, that's right. You did it on a whim because Toko was like, I'm Genocide Jack. And you're like, okay, I'll date you if you don't kill anyone, blah blah blah. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. If he's not even involved, wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Basically, freaking Byaka's crazy.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
Yeah, I love her.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
Wait. What if it's you, Chihiro?
I know, but still. There's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What's that now? Something's not right. Hero's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byaka said as the truth? We have the carpet and all that stuff. I don't know what the context of this is. No, I don't think so. Definitely something off. How do I view the... I don't know. How did he enter though?
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing.
Oh my god,
What
Byaka.
kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room.
Yeah, found dead
there is
in there.
absolutely no question about that.
But not murdered in there.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere
The
else?
carpets were goddamn switched. They were switched. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at this guy. I hate this guy so
She was
much.
killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
Oh, he's got a little sweat on him.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Bianca, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byaku had been so confident up till now. Maybe Bianca never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Carpet Sakura's account. This is my last resort. No breathing. Oh, he's such a jam. Where's the card yet? But first I have to prove the scenes were switched. Oh. There's the posters.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Lots of lesbians.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had
a
poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
Hill, you gotta stop. Get some help.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
No, the posters were switched, not maybe.
There's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier,
Yeah,
I spilled
everyone's
some
gay.
protein coffee on the carpet.
Trippy making me drink, I'ma drink. Here we go. Delicious.
But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not the stain that was scrubbed away. It was moved.
Shoot!
God dang it. Hey, what was said? What was said? It doesn't let me look. My memory's failing me. Didn't I already use this?
I got it!
I guess not.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
No backseat gaming. At least not during the trials. I was gonna choose the boys' locker room carpet anyways. I didn't even see your message till after. Do you guys think I'm stupid? Do you guys think I'm not? Do you guys think I'm not good enough to solve this mystery on my own? Huh? I can do anything. I can solve anything. I'm a mastermind. I made a whole profile for this case and everything. I'm a professional investigator. I run the streets. I fill the streets with non-criminal organization. That's what I do.
In fact,
you can't stop me.
I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
My BS Pokemon Showdown. Okay, I see the. Listen. I lost to everyone, not just you. I lost to everyone. You when Hangman. Oh god, I can't do this too hard. No! Hangman is hard. I suck at real life Hangman. I'm decent at, but this game's Hangman's too hard. Listen, I'm good at making profiles for games. I'm not good at profiles for characters, for people. I'm not good with words. I'm not good with spelling. That's not what I'm good at. I'm good at intuition and reading people. That's what I'm good at. That's what I'm good at. No, don't bully me. Don't bully me. You're gonna turn me into Toko. I'm gonna become split personality, and I'm gonna go murder people because of you. Because of you. Because of you. Because of you.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Yes, it is the stain from the protein coffee.
Does that mean that the carpets were switched?
The carpets were switched. Everything was switched.
Why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly
The Lulu.
Don't you
No!
think?
I'm not gonna become a Delulu. Don't call me a Delulu. I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not I don't have DID.
In order to completely swap the scene of the crime.
I don't have dissociative identity disorder. Don't.
The bloodstained poster and
How
carpet
dare
were
you?
moved along with
You're
the
on my
dead body.
list.
By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room
I
where the murder
don't
took
need
place.
dissociative identity disorder to kill someone. I can just do it like this. I don't need to hide it. I could look at actually. No, I do like blood. I do like blood. I like painting with blood. I paint with blood all over my walls. I go and I give my victims and I paint on the walls and I paint a new picture every time. That's my thing. That's my murder thing. And also I spray a coating over it so it doesn't oxidate. And then so it stays red, and that's my thing. And then people cut it out and they sell it for millions of dollars because it's literally the biggest, best work of art ever. And I've never thought about killing anyone in my life. What do I paint? I paint okay, there's literally a painting on my wall that looks like exactly what I would paint. There's three actually, there's 5 paintings exactly of what I would paint. So like, there's a little imp creature on my wall, and then there's like a ghostly red apparition, and then there's literally a picture of death, like with the hood and stuff. And all these pictures, there's another one with like this eerie thing. It's like all black, and then there's a red background with some black stripes with a white eye. And then it's like the white eye is bleeding white out of it. And then there's another picture where it's black, but it's a girl drawn, and their eyes are red, and like yeah, they're painted like that, and it's all drippy and abstract. Which one is L and which one is I? What are you talking about? Which L and I? What? I don't remember. Well, first one I second I. What are you guys talking about? How did you guess? What? I am so confused. I'm not part of this conversation. The font on stream. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room while the murder took place. I have my weight. Oh, the font. on the stream, not in the game. I'm still confused because I think it's obvious which is an L and which is an I. I'm so confused.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Why is her eyes to the side?
Huh? Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
Because Chihiro was supposed to be a girl and everybody expected them to be a girl. So it'd be... They wanted to pin it on a female. They wanted to pin it on Toko.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Because Chihiro's a guy! Or they use some... They probably have the computer. They probably use... I don't know. They're a guy. They're a guy. They can go in there.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
But Chihiro's a
She had
guy.
no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt
A
that.
penis.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could
Yeah,
have
like
done
she's
it.
not. They're not even trans. They're a femboy. Like, is right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Broken e-handbook. Okay, let's see what people have to say. Ooh, look at Toko holding their knives.
Possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
Leon's handbook is broken. She used her own handbook because
No,
she's a guy.
I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
I've had this figured out, well, mostly since like way before the trial.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her
She
ultimate
didn't need
programmer
to
skills
hack.
and...
She didn't need to hack. She just needed to use their own.
Psst. You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
I don't see any of you offering any evidence here. Like,
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Yaku's the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that,
Someone could have just used their own handbook to let them in.
why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must
Like,
please you.
use it, let them walk in the door. Use it, then you walk in the door. But also, Chihiro is a guy. They could have just used theirs.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Back to the elevator, I guess. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. Where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
very closely. Have we not established that Chihiro is a guy? Like... You want to check again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Yeah, you do it, Sakura.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body.
What?
Just let one of the boys do it.
Okay, Allie, what's up with that? What?
No, it's okay.
You
I
didn't-
think
you didn't
Chihiro would rather
manipulate
have a
it.
girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
Sakura!
What is it? Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy!
I thought we already said that in the trial. Am I just... Is my memory that bad? Did I make that up in my head? Am I a Delulu? Am I really a Delulu?
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Yeah, but you had their information.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, now I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Oh my god. Toko, I love you. Yes, I Jill. Oko, whatever. You're the same people, but like different personalities.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Resume!
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
I think Chihiro was actually a guy. Thought it never even crossed my mind. God, you're an idiot, Makoto.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
This case would be so much faster if I could just scream at them from right here.
Assuming his handbook
Into
did,
the-
in fact,
into the
list
freaking
his
game.
gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his
No, you
female
didn't.
body.
You didn't know. You're stupid. And you're embarrassed that you didn't know.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
I don't know. My second guess was Celeste.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery.
Yeah, he put this together.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder.
That is true. Byakuya's too smart to do something like that.
At least, that's how I see it.
You wouldn't use something that can connect him to the murder as... yeah. But I still think he killed him and Celeste did the torturing and the painting thing. I think that's how it worked. That was my theory, at least.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you.
But, it means another guy would have had to kill. Not Byakuya.
And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
Don't say anything to cuties. I'm not looking at chat.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker
Okay, I
room
trust you.
and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
He wanted to make things crazier for us. He wanted to play. Okay, so I got pleasure down. So my profile of pleasure was correct, but the reason for murder... Actually, I don't think I ever established a motive. The motive I established was pleasure, but that was questionable. It's the main character. It's me the whole time.
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's you, Yashiro, because like you were my second guess of who could even lift that goddamn thing. That freaking that thing had so much weight on it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
But also, if Mondo found them in the boys' locker room, that would break their promise, because their promise is to protect the girls, women. But if he found out that she wasn't, okay,
Damn
more
straight.
investigation
Count me in.
needed.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Why is he so mad? Are you the guy? Are you the murderer?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group.
All the
one
guys
more
are
time.
acting so
We still have time
dumb,
to make
except
our
for
decision.
Hifumi right now.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? It's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murderer's scene, which means the killer's a girl. Oh wait, the killer's a guy.
I got it!
Why did I say the killer's the girl? Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to be a guy. But still not enough. I need to find some more clues. I don't know, I'm kind of guessing Mondo right now. It's between Mondo and... I can't remember his
Isn't
name.
there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
I'm trying to give you new info by giving you the freaking account.
Shoot! Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim at...
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn.
Game over, man!
Yay! No! Not game over!
Okay, I'll try that.
Isn't there a
try that
single
third.
clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, did nobody get... I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new...
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the
No, that's wrong.
Celeste saw them in the storage place, they said.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
And we're also missing Chihiro's ebook.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
Mondo?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Pat pat. Pat 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 pat. I don't know why it's so pleasant to get head pats virtually. Yeah, Spider-Man, you go! Did you guys see that? Spider-Man just swang by.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
Which is Mondo.
Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
The only person that they trusted that much was Mondo.
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Yeah, the promise between Mondo and Chihiro.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
You!
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Yeah.
Meow.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Well, what size was the jacket? How big did it look?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
Blue.
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
Hey, I gotta use one of those memory things.
Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it? First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer?
No
I
way.
meant to pick.
Not a chance.
You heard him, right? First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific...
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! He picked it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
There's probably no
way.
black tracksuits?
Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it? First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
It was worth a shot.
Shoot!
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the
Why did
specific
he choose the
tracksuit that
specific
he did?
tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said? First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Or wait,
Shoot.
same blue tracksuit as him.
First of all, we know he was on his way, so next
No one knows
why
that.
did he choose?
What do you mean, the...
I got it! It matched the one the culprit...
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
There we go.
No,
Why didn't I think of that before? How nobody would know that they're wearing the same
Hold on a second,
tracksuit.
Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
Saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and I assumed he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue?
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, don't defend him, please.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes
because
were
you guys are
surely disposed of
bros.
by the time we began our investigation.
Sorta sus, mega sus.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry, and it was almost like she was trying to hide it. Yeah,
when Celeste noticed
Mondo,
it,
you're
Chihiro
caught.
made a point
I'm
of making
sorry.
sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
I liked Mondo too.
Yeah.
I thought he was a man of his word. But when he found out Chihiro was a guy, his word no longer meant anything because it was a girl, and Mondo was taught not to kill girls and stuff, but there's nothing wrong with killing guys, apparently. Genocide person has a long tongue. Give me the pictures of Peter Parker, Spider-Man!
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
I didn't. I had literally no suspicions about Mondo at all. I thought he was completely innocent from all of this.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way he was acting way too calm. That is one thing I noticed. Like,
There was a certain turning point that ticked me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
True. Everyone is. Yeah, I'm gonna follow that logic from now on. Everyone is equally guilty until proven as innocent. Like. Also, I goddamn love Toko. Genocide Jill. I love her, I love her, I love her.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
Here comes the little quick time event, little dance revolution
I
thing.
didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth.
No, we have not.
What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has
Finally!
really come.
I've been waiting for your stupid little tidbit of information. Did you find any of the, like, did you find the pad, any tracksuit, or like what? Something of Mondo's?
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
What?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it
Finally,
laying on the
we
ground,
got
so
Chihiro's
I scooped it up.
handbook. God damn. Why did you hold this from us this whole time? Found it on the ground, right? And it must belong to Chihiro.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even
So that's
turn on.
Two of them that are broken.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
Doesn't say heat resistant.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
This is not gonna work on me anymore. Never gonna work on me. Ever again. The knocking? Not falling for it. I've gotten too intelligent for that. Playing Danganronpa? My investigation skills have gone up 300 points. I'm out of like 1,000. So it's at 300. Hydrate. God dang it. Okay. I mean, the computer's missing, so hacking it would make sense, but There could be a bug in the handbook in it, but like we have no evidence for that. Hitting its weak point. He did say that there was one weak point.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Beat the crap out of them until they break.
Just tell us
That's their
already.
weak point. You got
Why
it.
would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is
What is
when
it?
it's exposed to high temperatures for too long.
I knew
will
it.
Suffer a
I called it.
meltdown and totally break.
I was like, it's not heat resistant.
I flippin' knew it!
No, I knew it, Hifumi. Shut up.
You knew it? Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
And who knows that the sauna's hot? Mondo.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
But guess what? E-handbooks can't sweat.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
They found its weakness by being in the sauna for like 12 hours? I don't know.
Indeed. Quite the
Their little
mystery.
sauna battle?
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Getting murdered by the sauna. We thought that was gonna happen. Like when Mondo and freaking whatever his name is was battling it out in there.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to
Alright,
dispose
this
of
case
it.
is closed and shut.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know
Mondo.
of anyone who
Mondo's
took their handbook
stupid
into
enough
the
to do
sauna.
that.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Was it you? I wouldn't expect that from someone who's holds himself at such high regard. Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? Has to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. Was the one that wore their clothes. Okay, Mondo.
Here's my answer.
Like, why would it be anyone else other than Mondo? Like,
Your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
why are you in denial? You're in love with this guy. Like, what's wrong with? Oh God.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
just so happened.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Alright, here we go. Broken Chihiro's card reader.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Show us that your freaking handbook works just fine.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
No, that's wrong! Mondo.
No, that's wrong!
You have right now. Is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
True, true.
That's right! The punishment it suffered
I
wasn't
overlooked
nearly
that.
enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Nope.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
As do I, because it would be weird.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
You're dead. Your dead makes sense to me. Yeah.
I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch!
What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong!
Tell me he's wrong, bro!
You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear.
Oh, is this the comic
and we'll
book
all
part?
see if I was right or wrong.
Freaking... I'm put together a comic book. Okay. Da 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 da. I'm putting the stuff in the thing. Oh, what are you doing there? Ha ha ha. I'm just doing this thing here, you know. Do 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 do. Boys. green or black? Whatever, we'll just put it here for now. Then they're like, hey, I'm gonna murder you. So stupid. Why did you... Hondo, why? Like... They trusted you, Mondo. God damn, I hate you. Roll up the carpet. Okay, what's over here? Okay, we know he did the blood thing. Extension cord. Act 5. Do the thing and the thing. Wait. Before this... This? No. I think that one's might be irrelevant. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, this one's wrong. No, this is the poster. I think. Do this. No, he drops the thing, and then... Okay, this goes there, that goes there, yeah. Ugh. Spider-Man startled me! God dang it. Let's switch these around. Or wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Roll, pick up body. He grabs the poster. Then roll up the carpet, grab the poster. No, you can't. Okay. There's That's already in use. Wait, there's no... You don't need the doorknob. Doorknob. Okay, something's wrong here. The killer took something from the other locker room and switched it at the scene of the crime. Reenact? Okay,
Here's
reenact,
exactly
I
what
guess.
happened.
Go.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Dun dun dun.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Oops. This.
The killer is you! With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
What do you mean that's not right? What am I What am I missing? How would they get in the boys' locker room? They'd use their goddamn card. Oh wait. There we go. Which locker room did Chihiro go in? The boys.
Here's exactly.
Alright, now we should have it. Should be good now. God dang it.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim... Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
Why would you do this? Hondo, I really don't understand. I don't get it.
And
He's
that's
just a
where the
big freaking
bloodstains on the
idiot.
poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
I feel like they would have been better off just leaving
That
everything
could have
as
been the
is.
end of things,
Like,
but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene,
how did he stumble on the crime scene? I'm gonna go check out the girls' locker room. Like,
he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook.
why does Makoto have to be the complete, like, problem solver of all of this? Why does he have to be the investigator?
That's how
I don't
it
get
all
it.
played out.
He's like the average student. He's supposed to be his average guy, but everyone else is just sitting around.
Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Wait! No, this can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Evidence that Mondo's the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. He's a whole nother level of average. Oh my god. He's above average. New element has... Okay, new element. Let's go. Let's talk about fever time and nega time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, fever time will activate, and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push right, left, however you want to. Destroy the opponent's verbal assault. This only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make sure to use the best. Yeah. It wouldn't be fair if you got access to. Only you got access to special time. So we've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. The opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle. Tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. It would activate fever time at this point. No, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprising, if your action's difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use Nega Time. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we're playing DDR now. Here we go.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you!
Whoops.
False!
I can't see anything.
Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! You're corrupt! I refuse
My
to
combo! Final strike!
Show me some evidence!
This should prove
Oh,
it.
I almost lost that. God dang.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
We already
In which
established
case,
that.
We can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Yeah, admit it like a man. I got A's. Come on. A! Yeah, 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 yeah. How many point tokens do I get? 73 medals. Woo!
Bro? Bro!
What are you saying, bro?
What are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on.
I can't wait to see his death scene.
Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank.
Woo!
Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around?
Pick me, pick me.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Why would we vote for anyone other than Mondo?
What's it gonna be?
He literally
What's
just
it
admitted to
gonna
it.
be?
Ba 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 ba. This is gonna be wrong one of these times. It's gonna be like, what?
What?
This time it looks like you got it right again. Yeah, so the Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Awada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kyoto chose the wrong answer. Kyoto Taka, you're treading very close to a danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? He's more upset than Mondo is. Why did you do it, bro?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide it and buried himself further and further into that weakness, so take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen this as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about, even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him, and was not so easily weeded out. As it turns out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear, instead it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game began, here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced that the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
That was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would just torture him more and more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But...
But I also don't want to leave things the way they were, so maybe I could talk about it later? After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm gonna get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. Yeah, like, is everyone just majorly insecure? With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it'd be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then he asked them to help from there. And that person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret.
uh-huh.
Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to be. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So, he went and asked Mondo to help him to become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought the only way with Mondo's support would be he'd ever come close to that. Couple goals. Oh my god.
Correct.
So then that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise.
I just wanna fuck a dude. This is coming so sticky like glue. I made his dick hard and it grew. His dick is so cool. Sucking on it right after school. His dick is all covered in my drool.
This is a very serious moment. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But...
How does the body moving keep his secret?
Because...
If everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... He tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? And Mondo did all that to keep his promise he made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed?
Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. Possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed?
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong.
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? What? Does he like My Little Pony or something? Like, it's not a big deal, man. How, you do exclamation point, points, and then type in the person's name. Like, put a space and then points. The heck? That's so many points! So, I'll give you an example. Points. Why do I always have caps lock on? Points. Hugsy Bugsy. I think it's points give? Or wait, no, it's just give. It's here. So type that in without the squiggly. Type that in without the squiggly to give points to whoever you want. Obviously, you replace my name. To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. That's what he kept a secret? That's not even a big deal. And in a killing game like this, like. No, Tilt's just gonna go all in a million billion times. Don't give Tilt points. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraffs across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because a certain someone. Mondo's older brother was named Daya Awada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Dio that Mondo ever got on his motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he intimidated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. Kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Would someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why...
I just...
Gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. During the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Oh my god.
He didn't kill his brother. His brother just pushed Mondo out of the way and saved him. Mondo, you really are just an idiot. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. Oh, my bad, kid. I effed up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep this gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. I don't know, maybe a censorship thing or an art direction thing, I'm not sure. I like that it's pink though. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused the accident. As a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, would have been for nothing. So that's why I... Mondo! After I saw that, what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with that kind of fuzzy uneasiness. Just started swirling around. Never felt like anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. Wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzziness, uneasiness, turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down to my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? 'Cause, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? Anyone found out, you...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. So Mondo seeing that someone as weak as Chihiro could change their life and stuff, and was like frustrated about that when Mondo has been living a life of lies as well. I see. His words were like a knife to my gut. Felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. I'm so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try to overcome it. It's the kind of strength I never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. You effing with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I feel like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? I was supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed? Ruin everything?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, strong, strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch.
Stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hey!
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been.
And that weakness is your downfall.
And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Yep, I really didn't expect you to murder anyone, Mondo, but your emotions get the best of ya. He's normally so aggressive, so angry. He had that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. Weakness like that lived in a heart like this, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it! Look at him. You see, you're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living being in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what the true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead! Say that again, I dare you!
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because the time for the punishing is fast approaching. The punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution? That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished. I cast Burger Swarm. This is not the time to cast Burger Swarm. We're in serious business. We're about to see something really cool. We're about to see someone die.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Awada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Let's go.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Let's go! Who died last time? Leon. Mondo's guilty! Woo! Alright, what is the killing game? Oh, is he gonna die like how his brother died? That's exactly what they're doing, isn't it? Oh wait, what is that? Is that a lot? What? Oh, he's gonna drive him around and around in the cage? Monokuma, you dastardly devil, you genius. I'm from Mondo's funeral. Yep, you're right. Whee! Alright, how's this gonna kill him? Oh, it's an electric cage! Oh no! Mondo! He got electrocuted to death? Why? Wait, where's his body? What? Mondo butter. What? How does that work? How does that work? I don't get it. I don't get it. How... That's quite the machine. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. Well, I'm lucky I laughed at it. It can't be! It can be. We gotta save. Alright, let's raid somebody. He was online to raid. Normally I would have ended the stream an hour ago, but every time I'm like, we have to get through this. We have to do it. Beetle swarm on bear thing. What bear thing? What are you talking about? I never know who to raid. I don't know. Let's raid. This person's playing Raft. Raid this person. Whoops. Okay, 2 viewers are ready to raid. Can we get one more? Can we get one more? I don't like doing raids with only 2 people. Yandere Spider, let's do this. What about you? Huh? What about me? Does it say what viewers are ready to raid? I think it counts myself in that. Aren't you joining? Yeah. Does it count me? Does it count me? I have no freaking idea. Yes, if you join. Oh, okay. Alright, raid now.